What's up, everybody? Your boy, Mr. Dynamics. I've asked the one and only Mr. Too Good. Man, I'm back again with another one. So, guys, before we start, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification button, and share the video, guys. So, guys, today, as you can see on the title, I want to talk about strong zones, right? Strong areas. I think a lot of people they need to know it's very, very important, guys, to know what are strong areas because it helps you to know the next move of the market. You know, in forex trading, once you know what are strong zones, then you will be able to be profitable, right? Because when you have a strong area, that is when you'll be able to uh, identify or to predict where the market is gonna go next, right? So I want us let's start by like what is the strong zone? A strong zone is something like this. It's when the market, I'm just gonna make it like it's when the market touches first, right? Like this, and then touch again, right? Like this. So we identify this zone, right? As what? As a strong area, meaning in around this area, meaning this support, right? This resistance around this area, there's a huge amount of sellers. Whereas there are pairs there, meaning to have a huge for the market to sell, it must come back to this area. Understand? So meaning there's so much force of bears, there's so much force of sellers. They are pushing the market down whenever the market try to come to this area. So we also call this one, it's a strong area, right? You can also say it's a strong resistance. Right, because it's a resistance because the market is couldn't break out, right? So it rejected. So we call it a resistance, and it's a strong resistance. When the market, it's like something like this, guys. We're gonna go straight. When it's like this, something like this, then you this area you call it what? A resistance. But if it's like this, you call it a strong zone or a strong resistance. If it touch one time, it's what? It's a resistance. If it touch two times, it's what? It's a strong resistance or a strong area. Vice versa, when it comes to a support again, when the market touch once, like this, once, it's what? It's a support. But when it touches two times, like this, then it's what? It's a strong zone or a strong support. So let's get straight to the market so that we can explain it in a deeper level. Right. So at this point, we have this. I want us to start here. At this point, I want us to start here at this level. Yeah, right. Right here. So when we check the market here, remember, we want to trade here. So when you analyze the market, you start by identifying strong areas. Do you understand? You start by identifying what strong zones. Like I explained, it's either you identify a strong zone, strong resistance, strong support, right? You just have to identify that. You can call it a strong zone or a strong support, strong zone or a strong resistance. So in this nature, we are about to, for example, this area here, let's identify this area. I want to explain something here. So around this area, guys, or around this zone here, this zone, this line, we call it a zone. Around this zone, there's high volume or there's high power of buyers. Do you understand? Of buyers, meaning when the market push down here, the market must what? Must push up like this. Every time when the market comes back here, it must what? Push up. Why? Because we have identified as a strong area because the market touched one, two. So we call it what? A strong support or a strong zone. I hope you understand each other, guys, here. So let's see what I'm talking about. So let's go again. I want us to identify this area. Okay, let's start with this one. So let's see when we go fast forward and see how the market is gonna react We go back again. So let's see. The market is approaching the area again. That's what we want. See, see what happened. Because we were able, guys, if you get this one, I'm telling you, you will never go wrong in the market. Remember, because we were able to identify this strong zone, it's easier for us when the market comes back to this area to take a trade. Do you understand? And then because we understand that when the market approaches the strong support, it goes up. Again, when it comes in, it goes up. So we identify it as a strong support. So then when the market approaches this zone again, we expect the market to buy. So that is how we profit in the market. Do you understand? That is how we make money in the market. It's easier to trade the market when you know strong areas because for example, let's put it back a little bit. Right. So when in this case, because we've identified this zone as a strong, a what, as a strong zone or a strong support, in our mind as traders, we predict that the market, when it comes here again, when it comes here again, it will push up. Why? Because now, sorry, it will push up in the other. Why? Because this is a strong support, meaning buyers have more power in this zone. So if a market touches one, you cannot say it's a strong area. If it touched like what, let's for example, let's put it here in this area. Okay, in this area, let's put it here. Right. You cannot say it's a strong zone here or it's a strong resistance here because the market only touched once. It's just what? A resistance. You understand? It's just a resistance. You cannot confirm and say, no, it's a strong area. No, it's what? It's a resistance. Do you understand that, guys? But if the market it happens to touch two times like this, and then we conclude and say this is a strong zone or a strong resistance. So meaning whenever the market can come back again to this area, it will what? It will go down. Why? Because every time when the market comes in, it goes down because the sellers, right, they have more power in these zones. So when you identify this kind of areas, when you analyze the market, you know the zones. You know, okay, I have a strong resistance. When the market gets here, I'm selling the market. Look how simple it is. So it's very, very important, guys, to identify strong areas as a forex trader. It's a very basic information, but it's very, very effective. Very, very effective. Right. So let's see what happens here. It goes down. Good. Because of the strong zone, we know that when the market gets here, it's gonna what? It's gonna buy because this is what it's our strong support. It's our strong zone. It must respect the what the rules of a support. Remember, guys, on a support we buy, on a resistance we sell. So if we are saying this is our strong support, meaning every time when the market approaches that support, that strong support, the market must what? Must buy. Every time when the market approaches a strong zone, a strong resistance, the market was what? Must sell. So that is a strategy that we're using. First of all, when you approach the market, where are the strong zones? Where are the strong zones? Right. So we're done with this one. So let's go to resistance, strong resistance. Right. I want us to take it back again here. When I come back there, let's put it here. Right. So when we identify strong resistance, let's remove this. We're only identifying what? Strong resistance. So in this nature, we have this area here, like this, right? Then if the market touched more than once, meaning it touched one, two, it touched two times, then I conclude and say, this is my strong zone or my strong support. Remember, we buy, no, it's a strong resistance. Sorry. It's either it's a strong zone or a strong resistance. Remember, it's a resistance, right? So remember, on a support, we buy. On a resistance, we sell. I'll repeat that again. On a support, we only buy. On a resistance, we sell. You cannot sell the market when there's no resistance. It's either you sell the market where there's a resistance, a zone, or a resistant trend line. When we talk about resistant trend line, we talk about this, right? I'll explain it here. So this is a trend line, right? The upper trend line, I call it, me, I don't know other traders, but me, I call it what, a resistant trend line, because the market it rejects. So I call it a resistant trend line. So we only sell the market here on a resistant trend line, or buy the market here on a support trend line. Sharp, I think you understand. So here and here we have a strong zone, also known as what? As a strong resistance. Remember, we sell, right? So the market is approaching here. So as a trader, we are saying the market is gonna sell it. That's where we get opportunities. We are saying the market is gonna sell. Why are we saying the market is gonna sell? Because this is our strong resistance. It's our strong area. That is where the sellers or the bears have more power to push the market down, just like it did here. Let's see how it happened. So let's play it on three. Let's see what happened. Let's see it approaching. We're waiting as traders. We're waiting. We get in, selling the market. Do you see? So this is how we profit in the forex market. The moment you are able to identify strong areas, the better. The better, guys, the better. You can do this, guys, on the most you can do it on a 1 hour time frame, or a weekly. Weekly is best, it's best. Daily time frame is best. 4 hour time frame is also best. 1 hour is not best, but I can say it's good. Yeah, you can do those, you can only do that, but 4 hour day and weekly time frame, they are good when you're trying to spot strong zones. Right. They are very valid on that one. So as you can see here, because here is a strong resistance, what did the market do? Because we're able to identify here, which no, because the market touched one, two, then we're going to consider this area as a strong resistance. And whenever the market approaches this area again, it's going to sell. That's how we see the market that is going to sell, guys. Then we take the trade and we're in profit. So that's how it is, guys. The most important thing in the forex market is to know strong zones and strong areas. So let's go to the next one. Uh, so let's go to this one here. Something I want to explain. So in this nature, we have a strong zone also, right? Or a strong support here. It touched one, then two times. It touched two times. Something that I want to explain here. So as you can see, the market touched first, then it touched the second time. Then we conclude and say, this is our strong zone or our strong support. What are the rules of the support? We buy the market on the support. Whenever the market approaches the support, the market must what? Must buy. So what in our mind as forex traders, we are saying, well, if the market comes back again here, we must have what? A bounce, because we are buying on it. It's respect. In other words, we can say support, it's where you buy the market. It's where the buyers are. Then resistance is where you sell the market. It's where the sellers or the bears are. That's where the bears have power. Support, that's where the bulls have power. So let's see what happened here. Let's see what happened. As it pushes, okay. Let's see. Didn't touch. Let's see. Okay. This is, yeah. Let's explain it here, because I know a lot of people, they will have questions about this. Guys, it happens. Remember, we don't control the market, right? But Evans, here, as you can see, the market, we say it's a strong support, right? Whenever the market approaches this area, it must what? It must go up, right? But as you can see, the market bought for a day here when it approached this area, but it didn't buy up. Right, which is okay. That is why most of if somebody comes to you and say, yeah, he got 99.9% of strategy or 99% of his strategy. He's lying to you. He is lying. Run for your life. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Strategies that works, guys, it's between 90% wins to 95%. Right. Then 10% or 5% is the losses. So in this nature, as you can see, that is why as a forex trader, you must be reactive. So we're expecting to buy the market. Let's say we bought the market here, right? Let's say we bought the market. Okay, give us a we bought the market. We expect the market to push up maybe to this area. Like this, we put our stop loss like this. Want to explain something. Right. And then it takes you out. It's fine, guys. Because you were able to identify this as a strong zone or a strong support. When the market breaks a strong support, guys, it broke our rule. I'll put it in a simple form. When the market breaks the support, it broke our rule. So the market must come back to this area to explain to us, why did you do that? To apologize to us as traders. It must come back to this area. It must push up and then push down. Do you understand? Let's see, because it broke the rules of being this. We said as traders, this is our strong zone. So whenever you come here, market, you must push up, but it didn't. Right. So because we have identified this as a strong area, the market must come back to retest this level. I call it as an apology. You can call it but the way I understand it, I want a lot of people to understand it in that way, guys. So I call it like the market must come back and apologize here as traders to say, no, I'm sorry. I was supposed to buy, but I broke it out. Now I'm gonna come back to you guys. Like I'm gonna come back to you guys and apologize so that I can give you an entry again to sell me. Yeah, you understand it. The market is trying to come back here to tell us, no, I'm no longer gonna buy in this zone. Now I'm gonna sell. So the market must come back. So you cannot, if the market breaks here, you cannot just sell the market and say, okay, now it's a sell and you sell it out of nowhere. No, you must wait for the market to push back here, right? To apologize to you, to give you because you have lost money here, right? It must come back here again to say, no, I'm back to this zone, to tell you that I'm going down now. I'm not going up. In that way, if you understand it in that way, you're gonna be successful. I'm telling you. So since it's like this now, uh we expect, because it broke now, it's no longer a strong, let me say, it's no longer a strong support. Now it's a resistance. I know it's confusing. Let's come again. Now, because the market broke, remember it was a strong support while the market was above. But now the market is broke. It's no longer a strong support. It's no longer a strong resistance, but it's a strong zone. Now, right, it's a strong zone. When the market comes back here to push up and retest here, now it's a resistance. It's turned from being a support to what? To be a resistance. And we cannot say it's a strong resistance. No, remember the market must touch 2 times like this. It must touch 2 times, right? Like this. Like this. Then we can say it's a strong what? Then we can say, no, it's a strong resistance. But in this form, you can call it a resistance or a strong zone. So the market, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Market back, retested, went down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's come back again. Remember, I said here, we were supposed to buy the market in this area and push up, but we took a loss because it took us out. And I said, you must wait for the market to retest here, because the market has broke the rule of a support. So meaning it must come back to you and tell you, it's okay, I've broke the rule of a support, but now I'm going to respect the rule of what? Of a resistance, of a strong zone. If I break a strong zone, I must come back and retest it. So this is where we get opportunity again. And then we make more than we have lost here. That is where we lost the 5%, the 10%, and then we win more here, the 90%, and it go down. Do you see how simple it is? The moment you identify such zone and the market breaks it, you don't take out this and say, no, it's no longer working. No, 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 no. It's still a strong zone. It's still a strong zone. So what we're saying now, since the market, it's a strong zone here, right? And it's a strong zone, also resistant. We are saying whenever the market comes back here again, here, it must what? It must respect this as a resistance. It must push down. That's what we are saying. Right. So let's see. I want to show you the importance of identifying strong areas, guys. Okay. Okay, let's wait. You see, okay, it broke out. Right. Here, the market came and it pushed down. Then here it broke in. Do you understand? It broke in. Then you ask yourself, why did it broke in this? It happens. It happens, guys. Do you understand? But we are saying whenever the market broke in here, we expect the market to what? To come back here, to retest this level, and then you continue with the movement and push up. Why? Because it's a strong zone. So when the market breaks in here, it's no longer what? A resistance. We don't call this area a resistance anymore because the market is broke in. We call it what? We call it a strong support or a strong zone. It's already a strong zone, but when the market breaks in here, it's no longer what? A resistance. Remember, when the market was under here, it was what? A resistance. But when the market broke in again here, it's what now? It's a support. Strong support. We're coming back there. It's our strong support. So, what are the rules of a strong support? When the market approaches a strong support or a support, the market must what? Must buy. Let's see if the market has done that. Remember, we were expecting the market to push down. So the market betrayed us. It must come back and tell us why. Do you get it? I want you to understand it in that manner, in that form. Do you understand that? The market, we are saying, because the market is broke out here, now it turns to a resistance. And then we know that whenever market approaches a resistance, the market must sell. We are selling on a resistance. But the market choose to what? To break in or to break out. Do you understand? And then the market must come back to this area and apologize to us as traders and say, no, I'm sorry, I didn't follow your rules. I'm here to tell you guys that I am buying now. That's where we take the buy. We are being reactive to the market. When you have a strong zone like this, guys, then it's simply like it's trading becomes simple because you know what's gonna happen. And if we're expecting the market to sell, but if the market doesn't sell and it breaks in, we know the market must come back to retest. There's no way that I can come to a market and be confused. There's no way. Because once I identify a strong area, I know when the market comes here, it needs to buy. But if the market decides, no, I'm going to break here, I know the market must come back here and retest because I'm guided by what? By this strong zone. So let's see if the market came and apologize to us. Let's see. Let's see. Push up. Let's see. One up again. Okay, let's push it a little bit. Okay, let's pause. Let's run faster. Let's push it. All right. Let's see if the market did buy on that zone. Beautiful. When the market touched here, as you can see, it went up. It bought. It bought. It bought, guys. Right. As you can see, it broke out. We're waiting. You must wait for the market to come back to this area, and then you get your trade. Right. And then let's see what happened next. Let's see. The market breaks in like this. Sharp. Let's come back here. The market broke here. As I want next time to identify these areas, I want you to be strong with them. So look, since this is our strong area here, it's our strong area, our strong zone. When the market breaks above, it's a strong support. It pushes up. When it breaks down, we no longer call it what? A support. It's a resistance now, right? Because the market touched there again, it went down. Now it's a strong what? It's a strong resistance. So if you can see here, when the market broke in here, the market didn't come back here to retest this level so that it can continue to push down, just like it did here. So what do you do in this kind of situation? This thing happens on 4 hour or H4. You don't take the trade because you don't know. You don't have a reason why you should sell the market in this. You see how impulsive it is. You don't sell the market on an impulsive phase. You sell you sell the market on a retest or on a pullback. Remember, let's come back again. Remember, we have identified this zone as our strong area. It touched one, then two times. Then it's our strong area or our strong support. We expect the market to push up here because the rules of a support or a strong support, the market must what? Must buy. Let's see if the market did that. Let's see. Beautiful. You see? Beautiful. Beautiful. The market came back here and what? And bought. Do you see? So that is the importance of identifying strong zones. You must know how to identify strong. Like I said, a strong area, right? A strong area, it's when the market touch maybe two times. It's either it can be a strong resistance or a strong support. Then we know whenever the market approaches those zones, we know how the market is going to react. So here it bought, as you can see, right? Remember, we still have this strong zone here. Now, right now, because the market is under, it's what? It's a strong resistance. So what do we expect? We expect some sort of pullback here. The market must sell here. It must give us a push down. Let's see. Okay, not too fast. Let's put it here. Look, the market reacted here in this area. It pushed down. It went down. So we know that whenever the market approaches this zone, it is gonna what? It's gonna push down. That's where we make money. Then we take it because there's other strategies to know when to get out of the market. I will cover that on the next video. I will cover that. How do you see? How do you take profit? How do you put TPs? How do you put stop losses? It's a story for another day. I will do that. But here, I'm trying to show you the importance of strong zone, because when you have a strong zone like this, you know that every time when the market gets here, it must sell. Whenever the market breaks out, it must go down. So let's continue and see what happens. The market pushes up, yes. Continue to push up like this. Let's see. Sharp. Something like this. I want us to expand this strong zone. Remember, this is our strong area. When the market broke here, it didn't come back to retest here. So meaning the market now is currently retesting the strong support now. So now we know now the market must push up. So basically on Monday, if you want to trade the market, buy the market here. Then I'm going to do another video to show you, because you cannot just buy it until there, right? There are other things that you need to know when to take it, but it must give you an impulsive of a buy, even though it's not up there, but it must give you sort of a buy. That's what it did here. The market bought on a strong support. The market sold here on a strong resistance. When the market broke this strong zone, it came back on a support, it bought. When it came back to the support, it bought. The moment you understand strong zones, let me tell you something. You're gonna be the biggest in the forex market. It is simple, right, guys? It is very, very basic, but it's very, very effective. Yeah. So in this area, I want us to look at now as a whole like this. So now we have this first touch here, which is this one. Now we are analyzing for the future. I want you to keep looking at this. We have the first touch and the second, which makes it what? A strong zone, or what? A strong resistance. First, before this thing, it was not, it was strong, it was a resistance, but now it's a strong resistance. Meaning, whenever the market can come back to this area, we don't know when this area, the market must sell. Although even it can sell to here, but the market must give us a sell. That's what we know. Meaning, this is our zone where we sell the market. It's just it's just that simple for you. We are saying, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the market. If you're that person who are afraid to trade, you're saying, no, I'm gonna wait for the market to come back to this strong resistance so that I can sell it, and then you sell it. The most important thing is to know what to do when you come to the market. Right, guys. So another one, this area again that we're gonna identify as a strong support. This is our strong support or our strong zone. This one. Do you understand that? So meaning whenever the market comes back to this zone, the market must what? Must buy. Whenever the market pushes up to that zone, to that strong resistance, the market was what? Must sell. That's what you were expecting. Do you understand that? That's what we are expecting. I hope guys we understand each other on this one, guys. The important be able how to identify strong areas. Like we say, the market must touch 2 times like this one here. 1, 2, it touched, then it reacted here, it went down. So it makes it what? A strong area. Now the market must push up. You understand? Push up like this. You understand? And then another one, the last one that we're going to talk about is it's when the market something like this. I want us to not only but something like this. We talk about something like this. When the market makes this resistance here, let's say you say it's a resistance and then it breaks to become a support, you call it what? A strong zone, right? This one, something, it happens like this. You find that the market breaks out, just it touched, it becomes a resistance once, then it breaks up, then it turns to a support. Then you're gonna say this is our strong zone. That's how we identify this is our strong area. Now you know, since the market is broke in the strong area, the market might push up to this zone and then continue with the movement to the downside. All right. I hope you understand me, guys, very, very well on this one. All right. So it's very, very simple to identify strong zone, guys. The market must touch 2 times. It's either it touches, let's look for another example that I want to, yeah. Okay. Let's come here. The last one, the last example. Let's say the market here, it's a resistance here, right? It's a resistance. I'm identifying it like this. So because the market touched here and it went down, it broke out, and then the market came back and then it pushed up, right? I'm going to identify this one as a strong zone. Not a strong support, not a strong resistance, but a strong zone. Because the market touched once, it became a resistance and also became a support again. You understand? Then I identify this what as a strong zone. Whenever the market is gonna come back to the strong zone, while it's under this zone, it's a resistance. The market must give us a little bit of a sell. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Rejection, the market sold. Beautiful. So let's go to another example again. Let's go to another example. It's very, very simple, guys, to identify these kind of things. Let's go to another example. Let's see the market where the market became a resistance and also became a support. So let's not go far. Let me just cancel this. Sharp. So let's not go far. Let's identify this, like if at first identify this zone, right? And then let's identify this area here, right? This area here. The market was a resistance here at first, here. it rejected, right? It became a resistance, it went down, then it broke out and it became what? A support. It retested here. The market touched one and touched two times. It touched once as a resistance. It touched the second time once as a support. Then it's a strong zone. And then you can align it like this. Push up like this. Right. So whenever the market approaches this zone, it must react. As you can see, the market came back to this zone here, it went down, right? And then it broke up, it came back to retest it, it went up. That's the importance of zone. When the market breaks to this zone, when it breaks in or break out, the market must come back to retest that zone, and then you take the direction of the market. I think, guys, if you didn't understand, please comment on the comment section, guys, and tell me what you even understand. Then I'm gonna make another video. Right. Your boy, Mr. Dynamics at X, signing out. I hope you liked the video. God bless you.